Many thanks for staying with us. The program is still this morning on ITV. The nation is already building up towards a post-President Muhammadu Buhari political dispensation. That means in 2023, we are hoping that we get a new president here. The South governors have held a meeting at the South, at Lagos State, where they said that they were looking at the fact that the next president must come from the southern part of the country. The southern part of Nigeria got three geopolitical zones: the South-South, the Southeast, and the Southwest, that it will come from that area. Where the Southeastern governors during their meeting have also pleaded that for the sake of equity, balanced fairness when it comes to the polity, that the presidency be zoned to the southeastern part of the country. There are also some group of agitators that are painting a picture that the most marginalized regions in the country are the southeast and the northeast. That the southeast and northeast, yes, that the southwest, the south-south, the northwest, the northeast, northwest have all enjoyed good trust of the nation's leadership. That means at the presidential level. But whatever the concern, whatever the agitations would be here, the big issue on discussion this morning is some groups of persons are calling that, hey guys, the APC should get a consensus candidate. Can they do that here? That's the issue we want to look at this morning. Well, we got two persons to discuss with us this morning. We have Honorable Olufemi Ora, the Policy Secretary of the APC Aspirant Forum. You're welcome to our studio, sir. Let's look at, we have Unsung Tubunde, APC Aspirant Forum in the FCT. Welcome, sir. Let me start with you, Honorable Olufemi, here. There is some issues, some school of thought that I've also believed that the APC have not been able, like the PDP, to manage its success very well. Do you share that thought?
Not at all. I mean, I think APC as a party and as a ruling party, we're doing quite well. I mean, we have been for the past 6 years, plus two. And of course, we're looking to retain the rulership of the country.
With all of the controversy on the ground.
2023.
What about all the controversies?
Such as?
Kwara State is not looking too good. Lai Mohammed have been on the governor's neck. In Imo State, Richard Sokorocha, Usadima, they have been at war part. If you go to some states, even in the FCT, you look at what happened in Amak, another area, there appear to be so much warring factions.
Well, I mean, those are internal issues that have been looked at. You can look at family affairs. Yeah.
That's what the PDP call it.
Right. I mean, those are things that are being looked at. I mean, what we should look at critically when it comes to sustaining the successes of the party and the ruling party, APC, is, especially in recent times, we've had a lot of defections from the opposition party. And
Secondos had raised alarm that they were poaching key members of the PDP, bringing on board, trying to lobby on Leo Matawali as well as Dave Umehi, and going all out to get House of Reps member and Senate, and also accusing your party of threatening them with graft cases.
It's a case of you're watching a football match, you have football fans. Yeah. Barca is winning, Arsenal is losing. You get the fans defecting to Barca, even though they're originally Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? So what is happening is everybody likes to be part of success. 3 ruling sitting governor defected to our party for a reason. You know, a lot of senators have done so.
The PDP chairman's complaint that these people were threatening. Okay, I'll leave that. Let me keep it now. Let me come to you, Mr. Unsung here. There have been so much complaint as well that the APC was threatening people to join their party or to join your party.
Well, we've been hearing that, but I don't think there's any publication on that or any.
No, the PDP chairman issued a statement. Okay, even Mr. Kola Olugbudan also complained very much, and they also threatened that they would take back Zamfara from the court. That the defection was ultra-vires in the face of law. How can you come on the ticket of the umbrella and you now want to go and down the dams with a broom?
But this is not the first time we're witnessing this kind of thing happening. In the past administration, we have seen a lot of governors and other political office holders cross-carpeting to PDP from other parties. We have witnessed this, and nobody has ever treated anybody that they're going to take it. The best thing to do is go to court, If you win your case, then you have it. If you don't win your case, then there's nothing that you can do. It has been happening, and it will continue to happen.
Okay, 2023 now is the focus of our conversation this morning here. Presidential election for the APC. Some group are canvassing for consensus candidates, while Bola Ahmed Tinubu appear to have been going around. Maybe some other persons with interest as well would likely be showing up, with rumor also having it that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan may run on the PDP or on the APC ticket. Do you think that the APC needs a consensus candidate, or do you think that the APC should go to the Eagle Square as usual and let us, like what the threat in the village when you go for councillorship, somebody will tell you, meet me in the field. I meet me in the field. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm asking you. I'll come to
all right. Yeah. The issue of consensus candidates or going to the polls is also decided by the parties. Supremacy. If the party decides that the election should be the primaries should not, whether direct primaries should be held or indirect primaries, or the consensus candidate should be adopted, it's left for the party.
But Honorable Olufemi, is consensus candidate not undemocratic?
Well, it is not, because according to the party constitution allows for all three. The issue now, I mean, if you look at Article 20 of APC Constitution, we could have consensus or indirect, direct. Now, but you see, it now depends on what the agreement within the party is. You know, even if you're talking about consensus candidacy for 2023, what happens generally is you could have a negative consensus or you could have a positive. So now, what I mean by that is, if all the stakeholders involved are not in agreement, then you're going to have a negative consensus. And the way the party is going right now, I don't think we'll go to that level, because what we've done so far, why a lot of cross-carpeting from other party to our party is because the chairman of the caretaker committee, His Excellency May Malabuli, is doing a great job. You know,
if the state not suffering, you'll be.
No,
time he flies across the country and one asks, when is he having time to stay at Damanturu and govern the state?
But he doesn't stay in Abuja. He goes to his state. But they have meetings. They don't have the meetings all the time.
Everywhere, Lagos, Katsina.
That's not my. That's not my.
But you know, if you are from Ebonyi, you would have been worried.
The chairman is doing a great job. Okay. Back in June, we had the first ever Progressive Youth Congress. That's in the history of Nigerian political party, whether it's PDP or APC. So these are things. It's bringing innovation, inclusive. Women are being involved in everything. So now we have a leadership that basically looks and includes everyone. So I just see great things happening to APC in 2023. That's why you have a lot of.
But you say that, can we have a consensus where some big names are threatening brainstorm here? Some people are saying that no, some things shouldn't happen. Even the desire to even have congresses have been an issue that have been postponed severally.
Yes, no doubt. But of course, again, in planning, obstacles can arrive, and you cannot just go into a convention when you know you have not tidied your internal business. So now those, I mean, the first convention is coming out. Congress is happening end of this month, 31st of July. So where we have
and some already crying that the governors have hijacked it. Lai Mohammed have cried, and he's shouting very strongly that if nothing is done, most of them who are big political name will be kicked out by the governor of Kwara State.
I don't see that happening. I mean, like I said, look at what the party is achieving right now. Internally, nobody would want to be part of APC if APC wasn't looking too good. Now, a lot of people can talk about, somebody hijacking or threatening. Nobody threatens.
But many people, the governors had pushed their hand through the mouth of the party and are holding the heart and the kidney of the party.
23 ruling 7 governors in APC currently out of 36, and believe you me, there's more to come. So of course the opposition will be agitated. They're worried. But now, but I would advise them, though, I think it's best they concentrate on 2027, because
That one,
earlier the better.
I know. Yes, and Wike will not be taking that from you. Governor Wike won't take that from you.
I'm sure His Excellency will agree with me on that.
No, he may not take that from you. Governor Wike is not taking that from you. But if we are to take a little bit look at Mr. Unso here, the question is, if we want to get a consensus now, who are those that will determine who the consensus is? Particularly when you're saying the Southern Bloc are saying power must come to the South. We say the Southeastern Bloc saying power must come to the Southeast here. Who should the APC? Can the APC get this? Because we've seen Tinubu going round. As Tinubu keeps going round, the other question we'll ask ourselves is the Southeastern and Dave Umehi, as well as Uzodinma, are saying they could give it to us to pacify the region.
Who is going to decide?
Yeah.
I earlier say that the decision is left for the party supremacy to be taken. You know, one thing is, in Nigeria, the politics of whether this time it has made the north, the next time is going to be the southern part of the country, it has ever been on. And this thing has not really been enshrined in the constitution. It has been agreed on based on principles and it has been practicing. So it's not a must that, okay, this region has gotten it, then the other regions are both. It all depends on negotiations and also alignments in the party.
Who are those aligning? Who are those aligning? Because some people believe that somehow, if the alignment is not properly done here, that who are those that we align to actually put the APC on the path where they can look and say, hey, Mr. Olufemi is the good guy to lead us to the pool.
The people who are going to do alignment, it's the party members.
The party members, okay.
Yes, sir, yeah.
But now, do you look at Honorable Olufemi, some dissenting voices who may be very stubborn and tell you, hey guys, I'm going to buy form? Or are you going to do the kind of one we see before, when at one point in the PDP they said they are printing only one form?
No, I don't think so. I mean, even if it happens that consensus will be looked at in 2023, I still believe that there's a process to it. You know, that will be agreed upon, you know, probably at the national convention when it actually happens. And there are a lot of stakeholders that will be the determining factor for that anyway. I mean, I remember when I contested when I was a candidate in the United Kingdom in 2015, I ran for councillorship, which was supposed to be translated to mayor, you know, if I'd gone into parliament at that time, and the council rather. So, but what happened was, you know, stakeholders within the Labour Party basically decided that, look, as opposed to going for multiple primaries, because we had in each constituency or constituent or council, we had about maybe 4 or 5 seats. So it was going to be expensive. So rather than do that, everybody came together and said, look, let's go for consensus. And we did that. So now if we do that here too, there's no problem, so long as everybody is carried along. You know, I'm not saying that those other who would love to aspire in 2023 should not be looked at, but they would come together and say, look, let's do this. Similar stuff was supposed to have happened in Anambra in November, just not too long ago, I think July, when they had the primaries. June rather, something like that. But again, they decided not to do that. But then that kind of caused a lot of chaos, because I think the agreement was that they'll go for consensus. These guys who were going to consensus will just go behind the chosen candidate. So it's inexpensive. I think it just solves a lot of problems.
But won't consensus give God power such a very big power? Because for young, vibrant men like you who are passionate, you'll be shocked that somebody will look and say, hey, I don't trust Olufemi. This a UK-born Nigerian who is very vibrant. Since he came in, he have been arguing some arguments I don't like about him. We are not going to pick him. Have you heard that before?
Well,
when it comes to young men like you and some old persons who want to actually use you as a toy, could not use you.
I mean, when I ran in 2019 for Federal House of Representative Ahmad Buhari, I was one of those that preferred direct primary. You know, I would like the party members to vote for me because they want
test popularity.
and test popular as opposed to indirect. I'm always for direct. Let them, if they want me to.
But those who go for consensus always prefer indirect, where you have few people who are sellable and viable, and everyone ends it there. Then when you have everyone go to the field, they hear everyone talk and everyone lying behind, most likely somewhat close to option A4.
Like I said, I personally prefer direct, but the party constitution allows for all three. So whatever the agreement is internally, and I trust the judgment of the caretaker chairman, His Excellency.
You saw how that shredded the party in Abuja. That indirect primaries, that direct primaries.
At the time, well, we know what we faced at the time. There was a lot of mix-up. That was what led to the caretaker committee, actually. And that's why I say they've done a great job so far to keep everybody together. I mean, so many people were aggrieved at the time. But now we've gone beyond that. We're now looking ahead of 2023. And a lot of mechanism is being put in place. Kudos to His Excellency Maimala Buni. He has done a great job, like I said. I mean, I'm not just praising him for that. The evidences are there. You may say it goes from Yobe to Abuja, but the point is the results can speak for themselves.
Now, Mr. Unsung, now, let the consensus we're talking about here, or do you agree that power should go to the South? Let me ask you whether you agree. The way the Southern governors cried out.
Yeah, if you ask me personally, I would say yes. Power should go down to the south part of the country, but it shouldn't be like it's a must and it should be a threat to anybody.
You're standing like Baba Ahmed, that because the southern governors demanded for it, and Hakim Baba Ahmed, who granted an interview, said it shouldn't be like a threat. But they are saying, having given not 8 years, let us have our own 8 years.
Yeah. It's that is the one of these things that bring us together, and it's also fosters unity. If we agree that okay, this region should have it, and then in the next dispensation another region should have it, it will help to bring us together and then solidify that unity, and also most of the uprising and some of these things that we're witnessing wouldn't be there because of most of people will decide to align.
So now, if it goes to the south, I'm saying now, which part of the south is it going to? Southeast or southwest?
It's left for the southern part of the country to decide.
How can the south decide?
No.
Can the south hold a meeting and decide?
No,
because the southeastern people in your party, Rocha Sokorocha, his rival incumbent governor, Opuzadima and Devil May are saying, hey guys, the way you can get the party to sell the party to the southeastern is to give it to the southeast. Then the southwest are saying, hey guys, we stood with the APC all through. It's just normal. You treat us as those who love you and let your lovers be happy with you.
Well, the thing is that's why when I was talking about alignment negotiations.
Yeah,
it's when you come to the table. What are you bringing to the table?
Okay.
Yeah, if the Southeast are saying it should be given to us, nobody gives anybody power. You know how to go there, negotiate it, align yourself, and then do all the permutations. But if you say that power should be given to you, nobody is a baby. It's babies that sit and cry for power. But they
are saying that fairness and balance demands that you give it to the Southeast.
Well, in politics, it's not about being fair. It's what is obtainable.
Okay, Mr. Alfred, do you agree with him as far as it's concerned? When we say power should have a consensus candidate, we're going to go down to the south if the party agrees, boiling down to the south. Which region from the south? But even the south are also saying that Goodluck Ebele should come back and finish what he started.
Well, again, if it comes to the south, it could go to either. Again, it's all about the stakeholders within the south to decide. Now, if the consensus has been given from the party, say, look, let's zone it to the south as agreed, Now, I think the onus is on the south stakeholders to now decide and say, look, okay, which zones we want within the south.
Well, I
mean, is
the
there
key
prerogative?
stakeholders is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he's already showing interest from the southwest.
Well, everybody has a right to show interest because, I mean, he's our national leader, mind you. So he has done a lot of great things for APC as a party, which we all know. So I think he has a right to show interest, just like anyone else. So it now goes down to the party again, you know, if that is what the party wants. You know, if he's coming to the south, if Jagaban decides he wants to run, why not?
Why don't we compensate the southeast who have suffered a lot?
Compensate on what basis?
That they have not got tested it.
No, excuse me, I wouldn't
have you not
talk
heard the
about
argument so popular everywhere?
Well, the argument may be popular, but the point is compensation on what basis?
That at least the way you can win them to your side is to give them the pressure.
So far as I know, since 1999, whether it's a gentleman agreement, it's been a rotation between the north and the south. So now, when you talk of the north and the south, it's who
the
those
north have
stakeholders.
never had problem when it comes to their own turn. Somebody always come out. When
Yes.
it comes to turn of the south now, the southern fling of the south, east, southwest. Okay, we'll be watching how it goes. But let me thank you for coming first. It's an unending drama. We'll bring you people back because we'll be seeing how the party congresses will go, whether the governors will hijack, whether Alhaji Lai Mohammed and others will brief the press and talk about how governors took over the party and whatever. But we thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
Two passionate party members here, Honorable Lufemi Ora, Policy Secretary of the APC Aspirant Forum. You're welcome. And we thank you very much, Unsung to Bunde. Am I getting correctly? Of the APC Aspirant Forum as well. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see how you people will manage and navigate the party through. Nigerians will watch very keenly. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, on this note, we'll take a break now. When we return from the break, we will be looking at predicted flooding across the country and what the FCT is, what the FCTA through the FCT Emergency Management Agency FEMA is doing to actually mitigate the flooding and get people conscientized so that they will not wait until water from flood actually enter their houses or make the conventional mistake we see regularly when persons drive through flooded water on the permutation that it may not be sweeping their vehicles away and only for the city to be recovering dead bodies from such high volume of water when it recedes or even within the period when search will be conducted by some. Okay, Florence Wanegeme is already in the studio. She would be coming on board, and Charity Marcos Tanko would be speaking with her after this break.